I'm delighted to have you join me on a special episode of this Youth Empowerment Summit, then sponsored by the Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solutions. Uh, this is a special program where we're going to talk about activities of the organization and especially why they're here in Ondo State and what do we tend to benefit. And on this program this evening, I have with me the president of the Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solutions, popularly known as YES. He is Apostle Ambassador Dr. Francis Adekunle Adegbero. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And just immediately by his left there is the vice president of the organization, Pastor Ambassador Mrs. Grace Adamba Adegbero. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
And on my far left is the executive secretary of the organization, Reverend Nta Ambrose. Reverend, you're welcome to the program.
Thanks so much. Thank you for having me. Good evening, Akure. Good evening, Ondo State.
Let me start from Apostle Francis Adekunle Adegbero, the president. What exactly is the Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solution about? What are your visions and your goals?
Thank you very much once again. I greet Akureans. I greet Ondo State people. Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solutions, with an acronym YES, is an NGO, a faith-based NGO that is youth-focused, that is aimed at engaging, equipping, and empowering young people. And there are several arms of expression of this, which in due course I'll talk about that. Basically, we are running with a vision, we call it Vision 2030. That is to be able to equip, empower, and skill up young 10 million Nigerian youths with market-relevant skills to be able to face the future and become an employer of labor rather than seeking for job.
Let me ask from Pastor Mrs. Grace Adama Adegbero, as the vice president of this organization. We have heard your goals, your visions. Let me ask, for how long has this organization been in existence, and what are those specific areas that you are engaging the youth?
Okay, this organization has actually lasted for over 2 decades.
Wow. And
we've actually been going through secondary school to talk to teenagers and adolescents, trying to address certain critical issues that have to do with peer pressure, looking at substance abuse and academic challenges. We also try to, over the years, we have empowered some people too on small scale business. We engage them in short-term course on how to acquire skills that could help them to be self-employed, or if possible, be employers of labor too. Then we actually been doing this over the years in Port Harcourt, to be precise. Now we want to reach out to other states. I said to start with Akure. The charity begins at home. Since our international president from Akure, it will be out of place to also extend such good works to the Akureans. That is why we are here. And over the years, as I said, God has actually helped us. Actually been able to meet a lot of challenges and have a lot of testimonies.
But that is your testimonies is what I wanted to take next. Let me ask the Executive Secretary, Reverend Nta Ambrose, what are those? What has been the outcome of your activities? Because, like the Vice President said, that you have been based in Port Harcourt and your activities have been around River State.
Yes.
So, what has been at least a testimony, the outcome of your engagement with the youth and the adolescents that is now at least encouraging you to say, let us extend it to other states?
Okay, well, the outcome has been wonderful. There are plethoras of testimonies, I must say, and I've practically witnessed them. We've been able to take some youth away from the streets
through the able leadership and the kind gesture of our international president in the person of Apostle Ambassador Dr. Francis Adekula Adegbero, we've been able to set up, by God's grace, in fact, not quite long, just recently, about a month ago, we had this summit in Port Harcourt that launched and unveiled a program that is built to scale up and set up youth across the line in different fields. And job opportunities have been created for a number of youths. By God's grace, let me also say this, that the international president is not just the president of this NGO. He has a company, God has placed him on a company that has provided jobs. When I mean jobs, direct labor and indirect labor, to several number of youths. When I mean several number of youths. And one thing I also want to point out about the president, sorry I'm talking much about him, is that he has an eagle eye of discovering potentials. And once he discovers the potential, he will always say, this potential cannot be a waste. So, if you are talking about testimonies, if you are allowed to grant interviews, I mean, there are so much. There are so much, from secondary school to university to graduate. I mean, so by God's grace, this initiative has impacted lives for over 2 decades, still going. Because we are not stopping now, and we are not going to stop until Jesus comes. Thank you.
Well, let me come back to the president. This is a very laudable initiative that has been running for over 20 years. What exactly motivated you? What inspired you to start such an NGO?
Thank you very much. Like I used to say, I will repeat, a life that does not add value to man will not give glory to God.
That's correct.
And when you, of course, 20 years ago, we're not where we were today. So my belief is that my life should impact on humanity. And this initiative started like a movement that started very small, one-on-one, until it became an organization. Now it's a global movement, and we're not going to stop until Jesus comes. So the aim, like I said, is impacting our generation. We believe that youth, they are the backbone of every society. People say they are the future of tomorrow, but I beg to differ. Youth in every community, in every society, are the backbone of that society. And if the backbone is not strong, that society is weak. Youth need to be empowered, need to be engaged. Youth need to be reoriented, refocused, and deployed. And how strengthened the youth in any community is what determines how strengthened that community is. When you talk about vices you see in the society today, it's the youth that are in the core of it. But when youth are gainfully employed and a pathway is being created for them whereby they can be busy doing something that will make the society better, we will all see the dividends of that. So, and I see this is the drive, and we're not going to stop until Jesus comes.
Well, let me come to Pastor Grace. Permit me to be using your first name, because if I'm to use your last name,
exactly.
So permit me to use your first name. Let me come to Pastor Grace now.
Okay.
Running an organization like this for over 20 years is not a child's play.
That's for sure.
What are your collaborations with some other organization, maybe international bodies or locally? What has been the partnership or the collaboration like? Because I know it's not going. It would have been you and you alone. So, what will you say about that?
Actually, as my president said, it actually started small. When we're doing it on one-on-one, identify some individuals who are limited in certain ways, like go to secondary school, those who do not have exercise books, school bags, or sandals, try to provide for them in our own little way before it now grew to where we are today. So now, the collaboration there actually has been the first and foremost with secondary schools. collaborate with these secondary schools, the school authority go to them, provide kind of mentorship for these children. We try to reach out to these children, have a direct interaction with them through inspiring talks, providing mentorship for them, and also collaborating with the schools to identify individuals that actually need a kind of help, whereby, so we don't try to be biased. Try to say, okay, let's see a way of meeting their needs. This is the first collaboration we have with school authorities. We started with secondary school outreach. Now, on the other side, we also meet some individuals who have weight of knowledge in the area of skills to come talk to youth on a mentorship platform, tell us the knowledge of your business, how you got to where you are, some pitfalls. When you have a very good mentor, one thing mentorship does is that it helps you to avoid some pitfalls and also make the journey easier for you and smoother. So we call these individuals, please, will you help us talk to this, give us your time, come to talk to this individual, tell them how they could go about with the current skills, in the society today that could help this individual to be self-employed and be able to compete in the global world. So when they come, if your own area of specialization is in real estate, what about real estate, is in fishery, IT, you come, because we have to talk about soft skills and not soft skills. So when we bring this resource person, it's another level of collaboration. And before we now went to global, we are now partnering with IPA. So that is thus far, that's the collaboration we have actually enjoyed. Because as my president said, yes, is a non-governmental and non-denominational NGO, as it's faith-based.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. And what has been the responses be like, just going to people who want to help you? We are in a part of the world where there are issues that, why some will be saying, oh, you're welcome. Some will be saying, are we sure they don't have an ulterior motive? That's true. That's true. What are the responses be in this area? Let the secretary talk about that.
Thank you for this wonderful question. You see, we're in a society where a lot of things has happened. People have their fair share of experience. And as an organization, we are equally battling with that challenge. For example, stepping into Ondo State, gathering people, talking to people, and they're asking, are you sure? Is it real? And people are sharing their experiences. People are sharing their experiences. Like one of the days we had engagement with some volunteers, and somebody told us the experience. In fact, that some organization even went as far as telling them, oh, put money together. But I want to use this podium, this platform, to say to everybody that Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solutions is an organization of integrity.
That's right.
You can go through our social media handles, you can browse through the social handles of the president and any one of us. It is an organization with integrity. And it is a matter of covenant for us. In fact, going the other way is like stepping into debt for us. So it's a matter of covenant. So we have this challenge. And what we are doing as an organization is keep engaging. That's why it is an initiative for youth engagement. We keep engaging, we keep talking to the people, and we keep taking practical steps to also and I want Nigeria to know that the visibility of a fake product tells you that there is an original somewhere.
That's correct.
And yes, being an organization, a faith-based international NGO is an original product that every youth should look for. And let me also use this medium to just digress a bit into the other question you asked our Vice President about collaboration. Now, let me also say this. No money is coming from anywhere. No fund is coming from anywhere. I need to emphasize this. Because people are so myopic, people have this glass in their worldview. And they think, maybe there's somebody somewhere. There's one government parastatal somewhere. There's one. No. even though we are affiliated with United Nations by God's grace, but the activities of YES has been solely, and I repeat, solely funded by the international president and with the support of the vice president. But now, you know, I know, everybody knows that this is an relevant task. It cannot be done by one man. It cannot be done by one organization. So we are using this podium now to now call for captains of industries, call for partnership from government, because what we are actually doing is the work of government. But government alone cannot do this job. And that is where YES comes into play. Like I told you earlier, we have taken a lot of youth away from the street. We have taken youth who are supposed to be drug addicts, and we have helped them. Some of them, we have taken them, we have cleaned them up. And you see them today, you will never know that they have ever gone through that path. We have set up people in
small-scale businesses.
Yes. So we want to use this medium to call on government, to call on corporate organizations, other top NGOs like ours, internationally, globally, and locally. We need support. We need collaboration. This job is too big. For example, it is Ondo State today. We are planning to go to Lagos. We are planning to go to Ibadan. In fact, as we speak, Osogbo is calling on us. And that is what YES is doing. So we want to use this medium to call on everyone. Please, YES need partnership. YES need collaboration. YES need support. And with your help, we can do more. Thank you so much.
Well, let me come to the president because I've heard about YES being solely sponsored by the president, the vice president, all alone. Now, people that are coming into the YES, I'm not talking about partners now, I'm talking about youth, everybody. What do they need to pay to benefit from this project?
That's a good question.
I like this question. Thank you very much. Somebody asked this question yesterday among the volunteers. He said we should have a full disclosure of their expectation. And my answer to them is nothing.
That's right.
Nothing. On any platform of YES, nobody will ask you for any money to be paid. Nobody will ask you to pay any fee.
Registration fee.
No registration fee. It is simply free. It is a burden. It is a vision. It is a call to impact on humanity, and which we have sold ourselves out to do. And it is now left to well-meaning Nigerians, corporate bodies, organizations, locally and globally, to feel that they want to support the hand to do the right thing. So it's a call to everyone.
Well, now let me come to this main event that is bringing us here, Ondo State.
Yeah.
Ondo State.
Why Ondo State?
Yes.
Then what are the activities we are expecting? When? Where? How?
By God's grace, tomorrow, Sunday, at Dome. Dome is a very popular event center. By 4 p.m., we are having our maiden summit, maiden edition of our summit that is going to be a launch of the Ondo State chapter of the Initiative for Youth Engagement and Solution. It's going to be a very expository event to open the mind with a theme, skill. Skill is a tool for wealth creation. Skill, a tool for wealth creation. Over the years, while empowering people, I've come to discover that when you don't prepare the mind properly, when you put financial resources into the hand of somebody whose mind is not prepared, it's like a waste. So this summit is going to go a long way to prepare the mind of teeming youths, young people, that everyone needs to be skillful. This is gone are the days where it's only about certificate. Now, like I used to say, it's about certificate. There's a difference between certificate and certificate. The man behind the camera, no matter the certificate he has a skill. That's why he's able to project us in this manner. So when youths are equipped with a skill, they will not beg for bread. They will become self-sufficient and they will become job creators in the society. So this summit is going to be an expository session. We have panelists that put together about 50 years of experience in different fields, in real estate, in agriculture, in tech, in several other areas, who are going to be given their wealth of experience. And many of them are coming from Lagos, from Port Harcourt, even outside the country. And so a lot have been spent to put this program together to ensure that when anybody that comes to that place, it does not remain the same.
That's right.
That is going to be the foundation for this empowerment.
Wow, we're rounding off gradually because I'm being told that our time is going fast. But let me ask Pastor Grace, how do I participate in this summit? How do I register for it? Or is registration closed? Well, let's get to know that.
Okay, registration is not closed. Let me start with that. It's still open. And the way to come with it, come with the right mind. Come with the right mind, come with the right attitude, come right on time, be ready to change your life for good. Say this summit, just promise yourself that this summit will change my life for good, and God will make it happen.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
Well, like I told us, time is past spent, but we have to be rounding off now. Let me start with Reverend Ambrose. What will be your parting words to people watching us on this program?
Wow. My parting words would be this. Wherever you are, in Akure, in adjoining areas, wherever you are, this program, a lot has been put in. Tens of millions. Tens of millions. We are flying in, our panelists. I mean, a lot. Tens of running into, if not hundreds of millions, has been put into this program. Now, it will be a waste when you cook food and there are no people to eat. So I want to invite, especially, every youth, wherever you are, every youth, wherever you are, for this summit. Don't miss it for any reason. Don't wait to be told what happened after. Attend this summit and thank us later. See you there.
The Vice President, your party word then.
Okay.
Are there maybe contacts that through which people can get to attend this program?
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us, give us your party word with along with that?
Okay, my party word now is that if you're interested, just come to Dawn for the program, and whatever skill you feel you have acquired, there's always room to learn more. There's always a modern way of doing things, and with that, your situation will change for better.
Apostle?
Well, I call on all Akureans, Ondo State, either within the state or outside the state. The gate is open to everybody. No registration. It is free. Dome tomorrow by 4 p.m. Let's make it a date. Let's come and be equipped so that we can make Nigeria great again.
Well, thank you for being my guest best evening, and I hope that at least it will have had an interesting session together. Apostle Adigbero, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Pastor Mrs. Grace, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
And Reverend Ambrose, thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been wonderful knowing that you have been with us on this program since we started. Please, like my guests have said earlier, tomorrow by 4 p.m. at the Dome, please be ready to attend the summit. Until when I bring another interesting episode of this program next time, I am Niyi Omotenshi saying bye for now.